Right, we've got the smoking ape in the house. Hi, Smokey, thank you for joining us. Right, hi everybody, this is Chris 2E0UKH. I'm just going through the comments. Thank you for joining us tonight, guys. And I'm already getting some messages on my phone. We are going to be talking about some software, and all will be revealed. The person messaging me, you can have all the software, it's all free, it's all readily available, but people don't know about it. So anyway, stand by, put your call sign in the comments, say hello in the comments. Thank you to all the YouTubers for joining me. Temporary Offline, check out his YouTube channel, Smoking Ape. Quite a few YouTubers in the house tonight, so just give me 1 minute and we'll go live. Yep, so Temporary Offline has got a YouTube channel about ham radio. Put a link to your channel in the comments and I'll allow it. I'll get one of my moderators to allow it. You know, we know Smoking Ape. Smokey, you're perfectly welcome to put a link to your one. Anyway, let's begin. Okay, so I'm just checking my audio levels. They are good. I've got quite a lot of people watching. I'm just going to switch the cameras on, and there we go. Hopefully that's looking good. Yeah, that's looking good. So first of all, can I have an audio check, a radio report? Thank you, Jimbo. Jimbo is one of my moderators. So audio 5 and 9 plus 20. Thank you. So I'm just going to go through the comments. Anyone new watching the stream, put your call sign in the comments so we know who's watching. Just getting used to my new setup. I have got, and smash the like button, like that comment. Right, so I have got a new system going. I've got 4 monitors going, 4 Windows monitors. I've got the main screen in the middle, which I'm working on. I've got one above it, one to the left and one to the right. So I am looking, I've got a camera here, but above it I've got another monitor. So hopefully it looks like I'm sort of looking at you guys. Okay, so I'm just reading the comments. So we've got Jimbo in the house, temporary offline. Steve has got a YouTube channel, and I think it's called temporarily offline, isn't it? So just going through the comments, we've got the Smoking 8. Anyone new watching, please put your call sign in the comments. You know, it just lets me know who's watching. You know, I get stuck for, believe it or not, I get stuck for words, and if I know people are there, it makes it very helpful. You know, things I could talk about, bring up. Right, so we've got Crip Skills. Are you still there, Crip Skills? And this is word for word. This is what he just said. By the way, if anyone doesn't know, on Reflector 30 Charlie on D-Star, there is a special event station going on. I was on 30 Charlie, yeah, 30 Charlie earlier, and there was a special event station, and I spoke to the USS Midway, which is docked in San Diego. So that was quite interesting. And I'm just reading out this message. Man, I just realised who you were when I heard you at the Midway event. I asked you if you had a site. We were trying to help the guy. Yeah, there was a lot of communication going on, but everything about this software, you know, I'm going to reveal it on this live stream. It's public software, and it went out today. There's a good version. So I'm just going through the comments. Anyone new, please put your call sign in the comments. You know, if you've got a YouTube channel, put it in the comments. It doesn't matter how small it is. You know, I'm all for helping people getting started. The Smoking Ape, he's here. Off license, evening all. Sandra, hi Sandra. That Elo chat item looks promising. Temporary offline. He's saying hello to Smoking Ape, off license. He knows Smoking Ape in the house, yeah. We've got Jeffrey Smith, KB9KQU, 2E0 FTX, hello. This little device looks really interesting. Yeah, the device I'm talking about is a DV Stick 30, and up till now, you know, you can plug it into Windows, you can plug it into Android. So I'm just checking my audio. Hope it's not drifting away. This device up to now only did D-Star and DMR, and I did have an inkling. Someone told me a rumour today that David in the Netherlands is going to be updating his wonderful Blue DV software. Look in the top left, that's my Blue DV software. At the moment it only does D-Star and DMR. You can listen on Fusion. David, someone told me, I just had a whisper that there might be something coming out at the end of the month, so don't hold me to that. Right, temporary offline. Hey man, I just got jokes. Crip, mines only, FPV, crappy, flying. Gary, KA1GWL, it's Gary. I USA. I don't know if it means if I are you in the USA. I'm in the UK. Anyone new watching the stream, put your call sign in there so I know who's watching. If you've got a YouTube channel, put that in. We've got Crip. I was looking at that today on eBay, $150. Well, yeah, Smoking Ape is there. Anyway, so hello, greetings from K04 AEQ. I think it is. Crips, I got the TH74 a few weeks ago. Yeah, I've got the TH74. Brilliant D-Star radio. Really an incredible radio. You know, it does absolutely everything. I was amazed how much it does. I've got my MMDVN working finally. Yeah, good. Is Fred Romeo in the house? Is Jason Johnson there? Sean 2E0XBT, he's in the house. So I'm just letting people build up. You know, I've got this software to show you, but that's about it. You know, I don't want to draw it out, but while we get a lot of people watching, is Fred Romeo? I ain't seen Fred Romeo in the comments. Anyway, so this software is called Dude Star, you know, and Mr. Fred Romeo is in the house. Yep, I'm here. Thank you, my man. Fred is a supporter of the channel. He's been helping out behind the scenes. Sean, hi Chris, hope you are well and everyone is staying safe. Yeah, I'm having a wonderful holiday. You know, I obviously know there's a lot of bad things going on in the world, but you know, you've got if you watch the news every day, you know, you would get really depressed. You know, you've just got to let it go over your head just occasionally, and find some good in the world. Anyone can spot bad things. You know, just put the news on. You know, I've got a very bad leg, for example. You know, I've never mentioned it because it's got nothing to do with ham radio, but it's given me a great chance to rest it. Anyway, going through the comments, we've got Mr. Dave Redman in the house. Dave used to go to my local club, and I took him through his practical. I was not a trainer, but I did the practical. We've got Luke Rogers, N5JHR. We've got, I can't say that word, Jat. We'll call you, is it okay if we call you Yat? Y-A-T? And the surname is even more difficult. So I do apologise, I can't say that name. I'll just call you Yat. So thank you for joining us, Yat. Good day. Yat from Japan. So we've got people in America, people in Sweden, people in the UK, a few in Ireland. Okay, 2E0XBT. Unfortunately, I'm in telecoms, key worker. Yeah. Well, fair play to you. Fair play to you. And we've got my friend Tony, NP2Q, watching from the mobile. Tony is in the Virgin Islands. That's a friend of mine. MC Chili. Mr. MC Chili, I love your channel and thank you for the wonderful information. Thank you. You know, it's just me doing this. I'm just doing this for fun. There's a few people that help me out behind the scenes. You know, some wonderful people help me out with equipment. Like Jimbo. Jimbo is saying hello to, he's saying welcome to Yatsu. PK Golf. A lot of new names here. I like this. I like this. You know, I need some. Love to know who's watching. It fascinates me. What countries? You know, if you're in a country that I haven't mentioned, put it in there. Put it in the comments. PK Golf. Keep up the good work, Chris. Yeah, thank you, my man. Jimbo. The open spot value for money. Yes, that's a very good question. Now, we can talk about this afterwards. The open spot, this is coming from someone that was not a fan, because I had the jumbo spot, the cheap version, the DV Mega, a little bit better quality, and it could do everything. And I had no interest in it. But it is if you're like me that likes to do absolutely everything, tinkering with stuff, you're gonna love it. So yeah, value for money. It's a luxury hotspot. It's not for everybody. If you just want to sit on one talk group all night, I wouldn't bother. But if you're someone that likes to know every single detail and have every single setting, you'll love it. So right. I'm trying to read that name. Hello, I'm K04AEQ from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Thank you for typing all that in. Appreciate that. Thank you for joining us from America. Right, we're going to go over to the software off licenses in Manchester. Crip, I can't believe we was just being the other day. I didn't know it was you. That's okay. That's okay. There was a special event station going on. I didn't want to take over the guy's contacts. Anyway, I will pick up the contacts, and I'll remember that the last comment I answered was Crip. You know, we can take some live calls. Crip, you know, I mean, you said you couldn't believe it was me. You didn't know it was me on the channel. Are you actually following that? Are you a subscriber? Do you subscribe to the channel, or just visit us now and again? Anyway, I'm going to show you the software. Dave Norton. Hi, Dave. How's things with you? Yeah, 30 degrees C. Yeah, it's very hot here. Anyway, Mr. Dave Norton is in the house, and got a few people helping me out behind the scenes. I've got Jimbo. He's one of the moderators. I've got Sean Pryor, 2E0XBT. We've got Fred Romeo. Anyway, I'm going to go over to the software, and I mean, if you look to the top right, look, above my head and to the right, there's that USB stick. It looks very unassuming, you know, it definitely, you know, that cost £100. That definite. Would you agree? You look at that and you think that's not worth £100. It's just a USB stick. That cost them a £5 to make. Yeah, I was helping another guy on 91. Yeah, you know, I think it was Crip was saying he saw it online for $150, you know, and you know that's cost them $5 or $10 to make. But it's not about the hardware, it's about the licensing, it's about the codecs on board. Is the Smoking Ape there? The Smoking Ape, he did a very good video on YouTube about the about DMR. I was very impressed with. Just got a message come through from someone. So yeah, flipping out, getting messages everywhere. Anyway, so let's move on to the software. We'll get it going. So it's called DudeStar. D-U-D-E, Dude, as in dude, DudeStar. D-U-D-E-S-T-A-R. And it works with any of these USB sticks that do the amber 3000 DV stick 30. Steve, temporary offline, are you still there? So it does. It's a USB stick. You can plug it into your computer and Android, and you can do DMR, D-Star, Fusion, P25 and NXDN with this software. And Crip is he in Texas? 2E0 FTX. How does it compare to Chinese jumbo spots? Can it be run on a Raspberry Pi? I'm not sure about Raspberry Pi. There's Blue DV for Raspberry Pi. Yes, it can be run, but it's limited. On Blue DV at the moment, on Blue DV, it does DMR and D-Star, and you can listen on Fusion. I did hear a whisper online. Someone said that David is working on a new version that does all the other stuff. Anyway, so I'm now going to run the software. So I'm just going to turn my volume up on my TV. Not on my TV, on my computer. So can you see my mouse pointer? Yeah, you can see my mouse pointer. So we're going to start off with D-Star. So up in the top left we've got, I can click connect, but I'm not, at the moment I'm not connected to anything. So if this software, right, DudeStar, it allows me to connect to D-Star, reflectors and DCS and XRF. On Fusion, it allows me to connect to YSF, Yaesu System Fusion. It allows me to connect to DMR. DMR, that's just one, it's a talk group. And it also allows P25 and NXDN. So, before we just had DMR and D-Star, so this is a game changer. Has anyone got one of these devices? A DV Stick 30, DV Mega 30? Fred Romeo, have you got one? Mr. Fred Romeo in the house? Have you got one? So I'm going to connect to D-Star. You're just going to have a listen on 30 Charlie. We'll have a listen on 30 Charlie. Just reading the comments. Fred Romeo. Yeah, he's got the DV. He's got an equivalent of it. I know he's got the... is it the DV Mega Cast? That's right. So we're going to connect to Reflector. I'm not necessarily going to take calls. I can do at the end. Reflector 30 Charlie. And I'm going to click connect.
I'm in Corvallis, Oregon. My name is Al. Working in the backyard. About 85, getting up higher than that today. And I'm going to go get some lunch, I think.
So I've just muted the audio. So I've got, if you look behind me, the photo, my video, top right, there's a USB stick there, and that USB stick is in my computer, and I'm running this software. And up in the top left, that's what I normally use, DV, Blue DV. Smoking Ape, that software looks interesting. It does. Now it's called, if anyone would like to get hold of this software, I'll show you where to get it from. I've just disconnected it from, disconnected it, that's not good grammar. I've disconnected DudeStar, and I'm just looking, I'm just going to 30 Charlie, still on the event. That's okay, because I'm not going to be taking calls. I'm going to just show some audio. So I'm going to show you guys where to get it from. So I'm just checking my browsers. I'm going to open a new browser. I'm opening up Google Chrome, and so I'm just going to type in dude, Delta Uniform Delta Echo, DUDE space star Sierra Tango Alpha Romeo Dude Star. So I'm searching for Dude Star, and I realise I can see what you can see. I'm just positioning it. So Dude Star. So I'm going to bring it down, and one of them, there is a GitHub repository. There it is, GitHub repository for Dude Star. So this is the software. Now, if I just come down a little bit further, I'll just read it out to you because it's a bit small writing. Right. Software to receive and transmit D-Star, DMR, Fusion, YSF, NXDN and P25 reflectors and repeaters and gateways over UDP. So hope you guys can read that. So just do a search for Dude Star. And when you get there, when you get to the page, you will see, I'm going to bring it to the right. It says here 5 releases. And if you click on that, it's got a Windows build. There's different Windows builds. So there, Dude Star, and this was released yesterday. This, I don't know what country it's from, but this, if you click on that link, you'll download it. So I'm trying not to mess up my setup, and I've got the software running here. So it's called Dude Star, and I'm going to run the software again, and there is a special event station going on the USS Midway in San Diego. So we're just going to have a listen on Reflector 30 Charlie. Might even call in, get another report. Can't hear anyone.
Thank you. Thank you for having this event.
Can you hear the audio from the USS Midway?
Took part in this event. I couldn't let this go by without honoring my uncles who served in Vietnam.
Are you hearing the radio audio?
Wayne Babb.
Thank you.
Hal Brenner.
The
Crip died in a horrible death to cancer from Agent Orange. This is KF4 ROI.
Luke Rogers, thank you, sir.
In West Jordan, Utah.
Dave Norton, yep, thank you, Dave. Anyone new watching the stream, put your call sign in the comments. Let me know you're watching. Any questions? Questions. I love taking questions.
ROI.
So it's working on D-Star. We've established that. Now we had that before with David's software. Let's try DMR. And it's a little bit. You've got to get used to it. Put it that way. It's basic. It's not as colourful. It's functional. All the modes work. That's the main thing. So I've disconnected. I'm going to go to DMR. So I'm choosing DMR. Just checking you guys can see it on the screen. Can you read it okay? DMR. And I've chosen a master server, Brandmeister, Netherlands. And we've got loads of people watching. Got 40 people watching at the moment. My end, I can see that. So very interesting. It's going up. Off license, saying yes. Dave Norton, yeah. So Netherlands. I put my call sign in. and I'm going to type in a talk group. Mr. Fred Romeo, what do you think to this software? What do you think to this software? This is pretty cool. This is groundbreaking. This is a game changer. You can do D-Star, DMR, Fusion, P25, NXDN, all from a £100 device. Right, so let's go to. We'll go to my favourite 23. I mean, we can take calls if you want. 2353, but I'm going to try and go through all the different modes. So 2353, colour code 1, slot 2. These are virtual, doesn't matter. And this one here, private. If you want it private call, if you want to call someone private, you tick that. If you want it group call, you have it unticked. So it's not private call, that means it's group. So I'm going to click connect and hopefully I will be on 2353. So I should be connected to 2353. And keep the comments going because I've got nothing else to talk about, you know. Do appreciate it when people ask questions, or you know, any questions about this information I'm telling you guys about. So I should be on 2353, and I'm just going to key up, and perhaps someone else is listening on 2353 would hear me and put a call out. 2E0 UKH listening. I don't think that's working. Not sure. I'm not sure if I'm linked or unlinked. DMR Netherlands 2353.
2353.
Oh, there.
Anybody hear me now?
There's someone calling me, I think.
Could be not TNT.
Yeah, station asking if anyone is hearing you. I'm hearing you. This is Chris in the UK. 2E0 UKH. Go ahead.
Alright, how you doing, Chris? This is could be not TNT. Calling you from your chat window. Actually, I'm at my house, but it's Chris. How you doing, man? Alright, I'm gonna bust out here. Let anybody else
Brilliant.
know. I was just testing out my Eddie's tone and seeing if I could direct dial. It worked. First time. Alright. I'm out. Keep doing what you do, bro. You're on it.
Yeah, okay, Crip. Yeah, I much appreciate you calling in, and I'm sorry I missed you earlier. It was, you know, they're doing the live stream from the USS Midway, and I didn't want to take over their special event station. So, with respect, you know, I just popped in. But you twigged who I was, you know, what we're doing. Anyway, thanks for calling in. I'm just going through all the digital modes. I mean, this is completely digital, but for £100, you know, just £90 actually in the UK. For around $100, you could do DMR, D-Star, Fusion, P25, NXDN. You know, it's brilliant. I don't know. There's a call sign. There's someone's call sign who makes the dude star. Anyway, I'll say 73 Crip because I've got a lot to go through, and I appreciate your continued support on the channel. Thank you. Okay, so we're going to move on to a different mode. So I'm just keying up here. If anyone else would like to give a call, go ahead. Otherwise, I'm going to move on to another mode. 2E0 UKH. You know, this is working very well. You've just got to get your head round it.
This is KO4AEQ, Eduardo.
KO. Yep, KO4AEQ. Very nice to speak to you there. This is Chris 2E0UKH in the UK. Go ahead, sir. Mr. Dave Redman, Chris, does the USB stick allow wireless access? Well, it just goes in a
You
PC.
sound very well on this thing. I'm watching this video and I'm trying to buy one.
Dave Redman, it just goes in a PC, a laptop. It's not. My PC is wireless, if that's what you mean. Yeah, okay, yeah, K04AEQ. Thank you for joining in. You know, we're just having a bit of fun. We're going through all the different modes, seeing what works. I mean, I've already tested it, or I wouldn't be doing this video. But whoever this dude is that made Dude Star, you know, he's got some serious stuff on his hands here. This is pretty good. Back to you. So put your questions in the comments. Put any, if you haven't signed in yet, log in with your call sign in the comments. Not hearing that station, I was just speaking to K04AEQ. So any more comments or questions, put them in the comments. Put your call signs in. Let me know you're watching. Yeah, go ahead, my friend. Go ahead. Just go ahead with your final, and then I'll take some other stations. Chart.
Are heat when it's working?
Yeah, I didn't catch that. Did you say P25? Is it working? I heard someone on P25. I haven't got a P25 ID number, so I don't know if that works. Anyway, 73, thanks for calling in. Any questions to anyone, just send me an email. It's Chris 2E0UKH. So we're going to move on. So 73, thanks for calling in. So that's DMR. You know, we can do call-ins later. This is not about calling in. I've just clicked on the link. Where can I buy one? Well, where are you from? Chant, is it Chant? Where can I buy one? Mr. Andy Cowley, you're doing a great job there. Thank you, my friend. Mr. Crip, I spent 150. Make my hotspot. Plugged it in, had D-Start in right. Yeah, it's a brilliant system. What location? Yeah, what's the location? Is this a website? Is what a website? You download the software from a website. It's called DudeStar. And you need a piece of hardware. Any questions, just send me an email. You know, I can't cover everything in a live video while I'm trying to do some demos. You know, this is just me on my own. I'm just sitting here on my own. It's a hobby. I do it for fun. You know, it's not a job. But I enjoy doing this stuff. Right, we've got Mr. Chant Geranian. Yeah, he's in Canada. Right, so we're caught up. Download here. Download. I think Fred's given you a link. By the way, I should give you guys a link. I can put a link. Yeah, GitHub. That's it. That's it. Yeah, DudeStar. See, thank you so much to Fred for putting the link in the comments. You know, I can't do everything. I've got 4 monitors running here. If you could see how chaotic it is here, you'd laugh. So, yeah, download the exe. You go to, there's a thing that says how many versions there are, and you just download the exe. So, we've got DMR, we've done D-Star, we've done DMR. This is the big one. Who wants to see Fusion working? You know, Fusion, we couldn't do Fusion before. And Fusion works, but there's a caveat, and that is it only works on YSF. no FSC. So I'm going to go. Don't think I should go to America link. So I'm going to go to, I'm not connected to anything. I hope you can see. I'm going to choose YSF. So YSF, and I'm going to choose a room. And this is brilliant. They're all filled in. Windows might not allow you to run the program. You've got to have administrator rights. I still don't own a hotspot yet. Right, so let's try. Would anyone like to? I mean, let's just listen on America Link. I'm just going to listen on America Link. America Link. So we've got America Link, and I'm going to connect.
Thank you very much. Thank God that I said bye-bye.
Bye bye, my friend. So I've just muted the audio. Is any of my YouTube friends watching? Is Jason Johnson or Smoking Ape or Temporary Offline? Any of you guys still watching? I'm just reading it. Off license, yes. Fusion, please, yeah. So I'm on Fusion. I'm just going to unmute it. And this, it works without a DV stick. Not sure what you're saying, Fred. It work. This is using a DV stick 30. Not sure. I'm not sure what you're saying. Perhaps you're answering someone. This works with the DV stick 30. So I'm just going to unmute the audio and we'll hear America Link. Mr. Ham Radio TV is in the house. Go to the YouTube Fusion. Okay, YouTube Fusion. Is that YSF, Jason? Ham Radio TV. Go to the YouTube Fusion. Yeah, that's Bob K6UDA. He's got a room which, like you said, is the YouTuber's room. It's FSC348, and I don't have this. Does wire at this early stage? You've got to remember this is very new software. It does everything apart from from FCS. If anyone doesn't know Ham Radio TV, he has got a very good YouTube channel doing very similar stuff to me, but the other side of the world. So for that reason, I absolutely love it. Anyone new watching the stream, put your call sign in the comments. We're talking about the DV Stick 30. The DV Stick 30. And by the way, I have just gone over 1 million views. Not sure if anyone knows. I've not told everyone. I've just gone over 1 million views in the past few weeks. It's now 1,040,000 views. So I'm super proud of that. You know, because it's just me doing this on. It's just a hobby. It's not a job. And thank you to everyone's support. And for everyone that's given me a super chat or sent me something to review. Highly appreciate it. Ham Radio TV. Okay, I'm new to Fusion. That's okay. It was a good suggestion. I would love it to do that. Crip. I'm still trying to figure out what the good reflectors are. Yeah, well, that's a video I'm going to do. You know, where is all the activity? Right, just going through the comments. Mr. Paul Howell, evening, Chris. Yeah. Mr. Paul Howell is in the house. Thank you for joining us, Paul. Crip. Hell yeah. Puff. I only got 100 subs. It's very difficult. Making a YouTube channel is very difficult. And I can't believe how Josh has got, how the amount of work you'd have to do to get 100,000. I've got 5,000 and 1 million subscribers. Sorry, 5,000 subs and 1 million, over 1 million. I think it takes a lot of luck and even more work. And anyway, Cripps is just reading Cripps' comments. In 10 years, I know it's a job. It is a job, but it's not a job because I've got a full-time job. Right, let's try the next mode. So this is Fusion. I'm on America Link.
And they had no power and no electricity and no water, and so anyway, those were the relays that went back between Puerto Rico and the United States. During that, and just
Okay, so that's America Link. I could key up. I'm sure you could imagine. I did it earlier. I have tested it. So I've done D-Star, DMR, and Fusion. Doesn't do FCS. So next one we're going to try. I mean, that's it really. I don't have a DMR, a P25 or NXDN, but I did hear someone on P25 earlier. KF5. I got 7,380 subs, and it took a while. These kind of topics are very niche. It's very impressive. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, this is niche. You're right. I do talk about HF stuff. I do talk about analog and digital. I do like the name of the channel, Digital and Analog Ham. We do everything we can. Right, Jack KTVT has been watching. Thank you very much. Thanks, Chris. Yeah, thanks, Jack. Thanks for your support. Right, so I'm going to have a listen on P25. Can anyone tell me a good P25? Is it a talk group to listen to? Look on the screen. What should I choose? Look, has anyone got P25? Look on the screen. I wouldn't know what to choose. Anyway, I'll be back in 1 minute. Be back in a minute. I'm just going to get a refreshment break. I'm absolutely sweating. So just going to get a glass of water. Put any questions in the comments, and I'll be back in a second. Right. 2E0 UKH back in the house here. Just looking at the comments. Quite a lot of people watching. I'm quite impressed. Chris, that's why ham radio and electronics can be considered. Sorry. Right. Is that one of the original digitals? What does that mean? Anyway, so P25, possibly. I'm not sure if you're on about P25. Is anyone using P25? I've listened on it. I don't have a call sign, an ID number, sorry, for P25. Let's connect. I did hear someone on, P25, yeah. I don't know anything about P25. I don't know a lot about it. I'm connected to Talk Group 4 on P25. I don't think I can transmit. I can press the button, but I don't think it actually does anything. I'm just going to try it. Are you still there, Jimbo, in the comments? Not heard from Jimbo or Fred Romeo. Mr. Fred Romeo's just keyed up on P25. How have you done that? Yeah, no audio, Fred. No audio, Fred. Check. I had this problem. Fred Romeo, he has keyed up. I had this problem. What you need to do is you need to look at go into your Windows sound settings and you check what microphone inputs you've got in the recording tab of sound preferences, and you need to disable some of them. Because in this software, Dudestar, I can see that Fred has downloaded it. By the way, anyone new watching this stream, put your call sign in the comments so I know who's watching. Jimbo's still there? Yeah, good man. Yeah, anyone using this software, I had a problem. I had to disable some audio inputs, so there's just one, my microphone. When I talk, I can see it moving, so disable anything. But KF5, is it something that can be listened to on a scanner? P25 can be listened to, I believe, on the Whistler TRX scanner. Got loads of videos coming up on the Whistler TRX scanner on the Kenwood. So I'm just giving Fred a chance to disable one of, he's got an audio input source which is interfering. So I can soon come back to it. I'm on talk group 4. I'm just going to have a little flick about. What is a busy talk group on P25? I don't know. 202. Let's try that. So 202. I'm just going to, I've got a lot to learn here. The guy is not a genius. He's got a lot to learn. I'll just go back to 4 because I have heard people on 4 before. So I'm just going to put a call out. 2E0 UKH listening on talk group 4 on P25. Tied up on the phone. That's okay, Fred. Jimbo, every day is a school day. Certainly is here. Crip, that's why I love ham radio. It's exactly right. We're all learning stuff. Oh, Mr. Fred Romeo can hear me. That is a good thing. That's incredible. I don't have a P25 call sign. Perhaps they know that if you've got a DMR call sign, you're good on P25. Yes, you can listen to it on a scanner. If you check out my channel, check out KF5 OBS. Put a link to your YouTube channel. I'll get one of my moderators to allow it. Jimbo. BRB 10 to 100 stop and gin. Yeah, refill. Yeah, enjoy that. Really, DMR ID. Anyway, so Fred said he heard me, so that's very interesting. I'm just going to put a call out. Yeah, that's interesting. Right, this is Chris 2E0 UKH testing out P25 for the first time. Any copies? Why did I say that? I don't know. Any copies? That's what you say on the CB. Did you hear me, Fred? DMR. Not DMR. It shows your call sign and DMR number. Okay, great. Anyway, we know P25 works, but Fred has just said he heard me. So anyone use NXDN? Anyone use NXDN? You on the beer tonight? Yeah, Fred. Fred, you've got to change your input. Go to your sound, click on in the bottom right, click on the sound button, go into recording properties and change it. You've got to disable the one that's giving us the problem. So you've just got disable them all apart from the known good working microphone, and then you'll be able to call in. Did it show you call sign and did it? Well, it showed your call sign. I've got it on the screen now. Look, your call sign is on the screen now, mate. 20XBT. Copy that. Anyway, I'm not in any rush. You know, I'll give you another minute or two to try and disable your. This should work. You've got to go into your sound properties. You've got to go into your sound properties, find the recordings tab, and disable everything apart from the known good working microphone that you've got. I'm worn out. So hot. Alexa, volume 10. Alexa, what is the temperature?
At the moment, it's 15 degrees Celsius. Tonight, you can expect a low of 9 degrees.
Yeah, cheers, mate. Right, anyone new watching the stream, please put your call sign in the comments. Let me know who's watching. Any questions? Put some questions in. I'm going to give it another 1 minute and then we're moving on to NXDN. Although I wouldn't know where to go on NXDN, but we'll give it a go. You know, it'd be a bit of fun. Crip, I'm scared of Google Alexa. It's not Google Alexa. You've just made me say it.
It's not limited. The business activities business based in Shaw.
Yeah. It's not. It's nothing to do with Google. There's no. Crip just said, I'm scared of Google Alexa. It's not Google Alexa. There's Google Home and there's Alexa. That's different. Anyway, I'm going to move on to NXDN. Nothing heard from Fred. Give him a long time to try. You know, me and Fred are beta testers on the Anytone. We do a lot of work, and we'll work on this in the background. Right, so I'm going to disconnect from P25, and it's Amazon. That's right. Right, so we're going to try NXDN. So NXDN. I hope you guys can see this on the screen. You know, this is whoever the dude was that made Dude Star. The guy is a flipping genius. There's not much. He's not got much to learn. So I'm just making it a bit bigger for you guys to see. You know. So I'm just we're coming to the end of the stream. We're just rearranging it so you can see some more info. So it's called Dude Star. You can see it at the top, and I think we can make. You don't want to see me. Make that a bit smaller. And we'll make Blue DV a bit smaller. You know, I'm just trying to make it so that you guys can see as much info as possible. So is that a bit better on the screen? Mr. Fred Romeo smaller is okay. I need a jack and a coat, yeah. So I'm just looking on the screen. I'm going to try NXDN, and can someone tell me a talk group on NXDN that I can use? Tell me a talk group. Just looking on Discord, they're all talking on that. 202? Well, it's the top, I mean, NXDN. I heard a voice then. Flipping it. I am on NXDN, guys. This guy is a genius. I heard a voice then. I'm not going to touch a thing. Let's see, just put a call at this. Did anyone else hear a split second of voice there? NXDN? I've not even got Netflix. Poor Jimbo, he's not doing very well there with technology. 2E0UKH, making my first ever call on NXDN. Yeah, go ahead. This is Chris 2E0UKH, and I'm making my first ever call on NXDN.
Oh, good afternoon, Chris. My name is Kevin. We're here in North Dakota, USA.
Look at that, guys.
First contact on NXDN as well. Good afternoon to you, sir. Watching your live stream, and it's entertaining.
Look at that, guys. First ever call on NXDN. This is awesome. Thank you so much for coming back to me. What is your name in the comments? What is your name in the comments? I can hear both of you. So I'm just reading the comments. I'm just blown away because I haven't got an NXDN ID. I think they must know that if you've got a DMR ID, you're good. You know, you're trusted. So anyway, I'm blown away that it's working. So what is your name in the comments? And thank you for coming back to me.
I'm having a hard time putting my name in the comments. I'm visually impaired and I can't navigate to that section of the screen. The name is Kevin and the call is Kilo Charlie 8 November, November. Good signal from North Dakota. Great stream today.
Yeah, well, thank you so much from North Dakota for joining us. You know, you're visually impaired. I cannot imagine what you're going through. Well, I can because I'm doing this stream, but I can't imagine how difficult it, how difficult it would be to even listen, even listen to the stream, let alone comment. Unbelievable. So, in the comments, guys, give this station a thumbs up. Amazing. It's incredible. So, what is the audio like? Do I sound okay? Because I would imagine someone that is blind, you've got a very good ear. You would hear more than most people would. Quality or audio. Back to you.
Oh, absolutely, I agree, Chris. The hearing is definitely enhanced along with some of the other senses. You're breaking up a little bit on the NXDN. I'm breaking up just a little bit, so it's a little difficult to get a...
Can we hear the audio, guys?
Evaluation there. So back to you, sir. KC and NFS.
Unbelievable. Yeah, well, thank you so much for taking part in my live stream. I didn't think this would be very popular, and this has been one of the most popular ever. I've had, at the most at any one time, I had 50 people watching, and it's about 300 different playbacks from different IP numbers. This is just a bit of fun. This is just me messing about. Jimbo, a tad quiet but readable. Ham Radio TV, thumbs up. Fred Romeo, audio breaking up. Mr. Brian Harvey, well done to you both. Andy Cowley, all good on audio. Okay, so a mixed results. I think we're all using the internet. So anyway, thanks for calling in, and thanks for watching the channel. Brilliant.
All right, very good. Go up to the channel and enjoy your live page. So, sir, you have yourself a good afternoon and keep up the great work. Casey, live on the clip. I'll be clear and back to the live rating. 7-3.
Yeah, okay, my friend. I'll just listen on here for a few more minutes in case anyone calls me, and then I think we will all finish off on Echo Link on my Echo Link node 2E0UKH/L for link. So we'll all end up on there. So thanks for joining us. 7-3. Mr. Brian's there. Isn't this software brilliant, Brian? Have you seen this? Dude Star. Right, let me just get my FT70 and I'll use that on the Echo Link. We'll all go over to Echo Link 2E0UKH/L. Chuck, thanks. Chris, Bill Clarkson, he's put a funny face on there. I don't know what Echo Link is. That's okay. Just send me an email. You know, I don't know what any of this stuff is, but I'm just playing with it, and if I can get it to work. So I've got the ASU FT70. So I'm going to put it on a channel. Now, so we're going to wind down the stream now. So, but we're going to take over the chat over to. Hi, says you're not connected. That's okay. I'm going to reset my. Hotspot. I'm definitely not connected to anything, but anyway, just look on the screen. I'm just going to share my desktop, and I am going to close. You know, we've done all the modes on the Cool Dude software, Dude Star. I'm going to put up a browser in the window, and I'm going to show my desktop. So just bear with me. So that is my browser. Is the audio okay, guys? Just put it in the comments. Audio okay? You can get this for Android. Yeah, Droid Start. That's right, Andy Cowley. That is the Android version. But I did notice it didn't do a few certain modes. Could have saved hours of serious frustration with that for sure. Audio's fine, good. Right. I am now sharing my desktop. And we're going to get Echo Link going. So I'm sharing my browser with you. And I'm going to show you guys this. I'm using the G7 RPG node. Mr. Fred Romeo, download. He's putting the download link. Thank you, my man. I salute you there. You're doing a good job. Fred Romeo, download, GitHub. So I'm going to, first of all, I'm going to reset my. By the way, do you recognise this, Fred? This is the portal. This is the web interface. Are you still there, Ham Radio TV? Have you seen this? This is my all-star node, and all this software was reprogrammed by Mr. Fred Romeo. Can you see this, Fred? You programmed all this. You programmed all this for me. So just looking at the comments, Ken Dick just got here. So this software needs anything but a download to your Windows PC. Don't need any dongles. It does need a dongle. You need a £100 device. Just send me an email. I'll tell you how to do it. It's called a DV Stick 30. No audio when I transmit. Yeah, I can't help you set it up, live on video, but just send me an email or help anyone out. Mr. Ham Radio TV, Jason, yeah, looks good. You had shared that with me before. Very cool. This is very good software. It's super easy to use. So, I am going to scroll down and I'm going to reboot the node. So I'm rebooting the node, and it will be rebooted when it's rebooted. There's nothing I can do to speed it up. Ham Radio TV, haha, Fred Romeo. Fred Romeo did a brilliant super chat to my friends over at Ham Radio TV. Jason is a very small channel like me, and Fred Romeo gave a little huge contribution, and I'm just letting Fred know that paid for at least 1 or 2 years worth of Zoom. Zoom cuts itself off after 40 minutes, and that helped those guys out at Ham Radio TV with at least a year's worth of the Zoom calls, to support the channel. So absolutely brilliant. Right, just reading the comments. Crip finally just changed hotspots. Yeah, hotspots, they take time. They take time to get used to. Right, this site cannot be reached. Now don't worry about that. So I'm looking at the comments here. We've actually got about 35 people watching. This is brilliant. Don't need to end it. I don't want it to be too long-winded, but if you're not enjoying it, feel free to leave. We've got all sorts of technology available to us here. So let's see who is connected to my node. And it's probably just me. So this is not working very well. Node status. Yeah, it's not very good, is it? I'm just going to give it a reboot with the power. Pull the power out. Listen, I should have listened to Fred Romeo. I turned my power supply off because I went for that long walk earlier. I had a fire at my house a few weeks ago, and I'm always very careful about turning the power off. So bear with me, I'm just going to put the power supply back on. Yeah, okay, Windows. Right, here we go, we're in action now. Do you remember me telling you that, Jimbo? Kettering, Gremlins, Mr. Fred Romeo, do you remember me telling you I had a fire at my house? Very worrying. So anyway, anyone new watching the stream, put your call sign in the comments. Let me know you're watching.
IP address 192.168.1.127.
Right, did you hear that, guys? Did you hear that in the audio? Mr. Fred Romeo, he knows you. No, I do indeed, yes. Right. That announcement just told me my IP number, which I know because this is my network. But when you're first setting it up, it's very handy to have a voice reading it out because, you know, not everyone knows how to find out their IP number. So, right. I am going to go to node status and it will show us on the screen who.
The time is 4:47 p.m. The time is 4:47 p.m.
Right, I've got a few people on the node and I'm trying to zoom in so you guys can see who is connected to my node. You know, we will finish off on Echolink because I think most people have got Echolink. Yeah, got you, Fred. I'm just rearranging the screen. I'm just rearranging the screen to get things as big as possible. So, in order from the top to bottom, I'm going to call you guys in. So I'm just making it look as nice and easy to read as possible. Okay, look at that. I have got it nice and big. So on the top is 2E0UKH and the next one down is W1FJF. Let's give W1FJF a call. Yeah, W1FJF, go ahead. This is Chris 2E0UKH live on YouTube. Go ahead, sir.
Yep, 2E0UKH W1FJF. I'm on Echolink on my Android phone. I hope it sounds okay. Back to you. Go ahead.
Tell you what, mate, that sounds brilliant. Wait, are you on the Samsung Galaxy S10? By any chance, back to you.
Yep, roger that. That's what I've got. I don't know what I set the mic gain at, but I'm about 6 inches away from the microphone. 2E0UKH W1FJF.
Yeah, okay, W1FJF. This is Chris 2E0UKH. Got a lot of people on the stream, so I'm just reading the comments. Then we'll go through. We've got Crip Skills, got to be more of us. Bright Havers, yep, and that's a 4K screen. Crip skills, I should have paid more attention to how you got here. That's okay. Anyone with any questions, you can email me. I'll help anyone out that would like to know how we're doing stuff. You know, this is not necessarily an easy thing to do. Anyway, over to you, Fred, for your final, and then we'll take the next station down. We're going to go for, after this one, we're going to go for WA7OP. Back to you, Fred, for your final.
Roger that. Okay, 7-3s. Talk to you later. W1FJF clear.
Yeah, okay, my friend, thank you for all your support in the channel over the past year. Huge supporter of the channel. He's helped me out in the background. You wouldn't believe how many times I've got a fantastic Anytone 578 power supply on the way. The Anytone 578, the mobile unit, fits inside it, so that's coming next week. So I'm super looking forward to trying that out. Anyway, next station on the list, please go ahead. NP2Q, Tony, my friend Tony in the Virgin Islands. Go ahead there, my friend. Yeah, let's just try one more time. Tony, N2 MP2Q, November Papa 2 Quebec. Go ahead. This is Chris 2E0UKH in the UK, live on YouTube. Go ahead, sir. Yeah, not sure what the time is there. He might have fell asleep. Just reading the comments. We're going to go over to the next station, WA7OP. WA7OP. Not OAP. WA7OP. Go ahead. Okay, so we've got quite a few stations on the Echo Link. So last call for WA7OP. So okay, nothing heard from WA7OP. The next one down is my friend M7BJH. Go ahead, Brian.
I've only had this software a year, and you're the first person I've spoken to on it.
Okay, so we'll just backtrack. You have got the Dude Star software, and you've had it a year, and I'm the first person that you spoke to. Is that what you just said?
Pretty much, because I was talking about Echo Link, not the Dude Star. No, I'm still working on the Blue DB and the oh, what's his name? Oh, the P7.
Yeah, I know what you're trying to say, Brian. You're on about David in the Netherlands. He does a good job doing all this software. You know, Blue DV at the moment it only works on D-Star and Fusion. Sorry, D-Star, DMR, and you can listen on Fusion. Now I'm not sure how much you know when you joined us, you know, on this stream, but I heard a whisper. Someone told me, I don't know if it's true, could be someone lying. Someone said David is working on a version of the software that would do Fusion, so I'll believe it when I see it, and that'll be wonderful. But no, this software is very good because it does D-Star, DMR and Fusion P25 NXDN. It does everything. Anyway, I shall say 7.3. There's quite a few people in the list. I'm going through the list, and I'll take the other callers in a moment. So thanks for calling in, and this is turning out to be a very good live stream. Back to you.
Okay, just to do a final M7BJH. Thanks as always for your streams, always interesting, and I'll be listening on the side. Here we go.
Yeah, okay. Many thanks for joining in. This is not about me. This is about ham radio. It's about having a bit of fun, promoting the hobby, and getting people on the air. I've probably made 10 contacts in this live stream. We've got people on the air. We've got people doing ham radio. This is brilliant. Right, Tony. I'm just going to backtrack. We're going to go back a couple of contacts. Everyone that is connected on Echolink, I'm going to take the call. Tony, NP2Q. Go ahead. I think you got disconnected. Go ahead, Tony, my friend in the Virgin Islands. Come on, Tony. I'm giving you another chance here to get connected. Right, try again, Tony. I'm just reading the comments. Crip Skills is saying maybe 43006. That is the node number for my Echolink node. NP2Q, sorry. I got disconnected. Right, last call for Tony. Tony, NP2Q. Go ahead, my friend. This is Chris 2E0UKH. He did put 7.3, Chris, in the comments on the YouTube. So we'll go over to the next one. Okay, so I'm just backtracking. WA7OP. Are you still listening? Because you weren't there a minute ago. 2E0UKH. That's okay, Crip. Okay, so we're going to go over to the next one on the list. I just keyed up over someone. Yeah, the station that just keyed up. Go ahead, please. This is Chris 2E0UKH.
WA7OP. The name here is Scott, located in Duval, Washington. Back to you.
Yeah, okay, Scott, located in Washington. Thank you for calling in. I get a lot of people that follow us, follow us on YouTube, follow our adventures, going around all the different modes, digital modes, analog modes, and a lot of people don't like, they're a bit afraid to key up and say hello, so I appreciate you calling in and giving it a go. Back to you.
Very good, Chris. Yes, microphone phobia. I've had it myself many times. But I have just acquired an Anytone 878.
Good
and
lad.
Experimenting, trying to understand talk groups and locations and all those database entries. I applaud your stream today. It's very informative. Thank you.
Yeah, okay, well, it's not, this one is not geared up to DMR, but, I am trying new things, I am the first YouTube channel that has mentioned this software, Dude Star. It's absolutely brilliant. And, right, I'm just reading the comments, right, Crips, oh well, I tried and it's on screen, I'm lost. Temporary offline, hello, Ham Radio TV. Temporary offline, he is a YouTuber, he's saying hello to Ham Radio TV. Jimbo 73s, everyone really enjoyed it, yeah. Thank you for your help and support in the channel, Jimbo. Anyway, 7-3, Jimbo's going bed. And I'll just hand it over to WA7OP for your final, and then I'll take it over to Jason at Ham Radio TV next. Back to you.
Much for the QSO, and I'm coming in on Echolink, as you can see, and it's all a big experiment in the web, isn't it?
That's
so
okay.
Keep strong and carry on. 73 WA7OP clear.
Yeah, okay, my friend. Yeah, so 73 to you. We're going over to Jason next. Ham Radio TV on YouTube. Jason's got an excellent YouTube channel. I was a guest on his channel. I'm trying to get him as a guest on my channel when we can do this. Just reading the comments. Ham Radio TV is saying temporary offline. Glad to see you're online. We're just chatting. Ham Radio TV, nice, love the yellow thing. Anyway, over to Jason. Jason, just reading the call sign KM6FAQ. FAK. KM6FAK. Go ahead, sir.
Not sure what time it is for everyone. It's currently 2 p.m. in California. It's like 85. Yesterday was 93. Too early for all this heat, but it could be worse. Yeah, hope everyone is well. I'm actually just in the shack messing about, kind of cutting my teeth on Ham Radio Deluxe, a logging software, seeing if it's worth the money. I'm on the 30-day trial. Doing great, Chris. Great to hear from you and everyone out there. This is KM6FAK out here in crazy California.
Yeah, okay, Jason, this is Chris 2E0UKH in the UK. Thank you so much for joining in. And blimey, I've got a lot of nodes joining me on the Echo link. I've got Fred W1FJF. He is the biggest super fan ever. I've got 3 nodes from him on my node. So no, it's brilliant to have you on here, Jason. We'll try and do a live stream when you're not working, and when the hours allow. But I find it very interesting that me and you are doing stuff very similar, but the other side of the world. It's fascinating. Right, yeah, Fred Romeo. He's just. I just thought I would start connecting up more radios. Anyway, back to you, Jason. And just tell us a bit more about your YouTube channel, what it's called. I mean, I know, but just introduce yourself and your YouTube channel. Yeah, KM6FAK. Go ahead and just tell us about your YouTube channel. Advertise it. Tell us about it. Give it. Give us the sell. Right, nothing heard. That's strange. I can see you're connected. I can see it on the screen. Last call for Jason, KM6FAK. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I'm still here. I didn't know it was my turn to talk again. What's going on, Chris? KM6FAK. By the way, I'm on an iPhone right now, so, balling on a budget. Although I guess these darn things aren't cheap.
Yeah, okay. Well, if you're on an iPhone, that's not on a budget. That you're calling in on Echolink. You've got It's strange to say, but you've got superior audio. You're going in on a repeater, and you've only got a 12.5 kilohertz bandwidth. But you go over on Echolink, and you've got internet bandwidth. But no, that's okay. I was just saying, Mr. Fred Romeo's in the house. Just sent me $50. Thank you very much, my friend. Unbelievable. What is that? I'm just looking at the picture. There's someone gone in the clouds there on a flying carpet or something. But anyway, just tell us about your YouTube channel and how we can find. I mean, I know, but tell everyone else how we can find it on YouTube. That was hilarious, that picture.
Yeah, here on YouTube, it's called Ham Radio TV. Kind of having a bit of play on words. I'm not doing any ham radio TV using slow scan. I am simply bringing radio to a video format. Started off capturing club presentations. Got a really active club, a lot of fun things going on, and over the last couple of years, it's been doing more and more, so you'll see my face on there, and a handful of others, including yours, Chris.
Yeah, okay, my friend. I was just cracking up. Thank you for the giving us your all the info on the YouTube channel. I was just cracking up. Mr. Fred Romeo just sent me a super chat, and there was like a silly picture of someone on a flying carpet in the clouds, and I was I totally lost track of what's going on, but it was hilarious. Anyway, thank you for calling in. We've got a few more to call in on the Echolink, and thanks for your contribution tonight. Mr. Fred Romeo saying you're welcome. Thank you, my man. Okay, so Chuck, I need to do some recording now. It is easy to upload. Anyway, I'm just checking I've got the key. Okay, so I'm going from the top to the bottom. KM9G. Go ahead.
Hey Chris, Kilo Mike 9 Golf here. This is Steve, aka temporarily offline on YouTube. Good to talk to you on the air, sir.
Yeah, okay. This is Steve, temporarily offline, and he's online at the moment on YouTube. He's on. He's definitely not offline. He's on the radio. He's online on the radio. Flipping out, got another super chat there coming from the legendary Fred Romeo. Keep it up. Thank you, my man. Thank you very much. You know, we're doing very well. There's a lot of people. Excuse me. A lot of people watching. Coming up for 2 hours. Jason KM6FAK. He did 3 hours the other day. You know, if you like these streams, you know, it's brilliant. But just reading the comments, very funny. I'm just looking at that super chat, $5 from Mr. Fred Romeo. Keep it up. And Ham Radio TV. Heck yeah. Chuck, get busy. Although some CMs. Mr. Fred Romeo, you are amazing. Oh dear, thank you so much. Anyway, back to you, KM9G. Go ahead.
Fred is an awesome guy. I'm glad to see all the support for the channel, and I love all the little dancing icons that he's got. I just wanted to say happy 5 and 9 day, 5 and 9 day. If it's still 5 and 9 in your area, it's still 5 and 9 in my area. And I'll be clear after this. Good talk to you on the air. KM9G.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'll say 7-3. I do appreciate you calling in. Quite just going through the people connected. You know, I can talk for England. You know, I can talk, keep things going, but I can probably talk for an hour. But you know, I'd struggle after that. If it wasn't for people like you that call in, it would be difficult. And some of the crazy super chats with the guys on the flying carpets, you know, it's totally thrown me. So many thanks. I'm just looking at the comment. Ham Radio TV. I need a new chair. My bum has been complaining about the live streams. They're long. Jason KM6FAK. He did a live stream. It was 3 hours. It was 3 hours, and I watched it the next day. And Mr. Crip has sent a super chat of $2. Many thanks there, my friend. Very much appreciated. You know, this is just me doing this on my own here. I'm just having a bit of fun. You know, this is not a job. Takes a lot of setting up. And thank you so much. So I just unkeyed before I timed out. Script skills. I'm on a bailing on a budget. Brilliant. Okay, so we're going to wind this thing down on a private call. Crip, you got a beer? Fred Romeo, I remember when we were testing DMR, we were on the radio for an hour and a half. Yes. Yes, I want to know everything that's going on. I want to know how it works. And there's so many tests and experiments we can do. And I'm just checking very carefully we're not leaving anyone out. Fred Romeo, on a private call. What do you mean, Fred? You're on a private call? Right, I think you mean an hour.
I was talking to you on direct DMR. We were talking back and forth. We had a direct call, private call on DMR.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that makes total sense. That makes total sense. Thank you. Yeah, yeah, you're right. By the way, if anyone doesn't know, I mean, Fred, on the next over, you can tell people about the beta testing that me and you are doing on the Anytone 578, the 878. Tell the guys about the because you've just brought it up. Tell them about the private call and the time and the settings in optional settings. You know, me and Fred, we're beta testers for Anytone. We've been spent hundreds of hours testing these radios, adding new features. Just tell the guys about the when we set the private call to infinite and my home internet went off and I switched it back off. No, it just come back on and we were still there. Just tell them about that.
Yeah, 2E0 UKH W1FJF. We were testing the Anytone 878s about a year ago, and I finally got Anytone to add private calls. They didn't have that in there before. They added private calls for
seconds.
But they also had group calls, and you could set them up for infinite, which would mean it would stay there. Which would mean that if you push the 0 button down and put a DMR number in, and then hit the PTT, it would automatically connect to that DMR number, and the receiver on the other end would automatically open up, and you could call them direct. And if he had his radio on infinite, and I had mine on infinite, when they connected, they would stay connected forever. They would not drop off until you turned the channel button. When you turn the channel button, then it would disconnect. You could, so it would stay there. So, which would mean that when he lost his internet and his internet came back up, his radio, when it connected back to DMR, it connected back to my DMR number. And when he came back, I was still there, and he couldn't believe it. Yeah, we do a lot of testing. We've been testing for years. For Anytone, been testing the 578 ever since it came out. We got the first radios. And we ship those all over the country, Australia, Puerto Rico, the UK, and here. And we've been testing the 878s ever since they came out. And a lot of software. The colors came from the color suggestions came from Chris. Suggested colors. I said, give me the numbers. And he said, you think you can get them to add it? I said, doesn't hurt to ask. So he gave me about 7 or 8 colors, and I sent it in, and the next beta software that came out had the colors added.
Yeah, version 1.14.
To that, and there was a lot of stuff that they kept adding. We kept finding bugs, more improvements, and all that stuff. It's amazing. It's got a lot of stuff, and but it's a nice, clean radio, and the battery lasts a long time. And then the scanner, we doubled the speed on the scanner.
Yeah, the scan. Anyone notice the scan speed has improved?
A certain amount of information to alleviate some of the information, and so that we got twice the speed on the scanning. And then there was Norman who got the APRS straightened out.
Norman Williams.
There was all kinds of stuff. Still a few more, but it's getting much better. What are we up to? Like version 1.17, I think now. So anyway. 2E0 UKH W1FJF. That's it. I'll see you guys, man. It's time for dinner. And we've been on, we've been at this for almost going on 2 hours.
Yep, that's okay. I'm just reading the comments. DX Commando's going live in a minute on YouTube. Crip Skills, everyone stay safe. Don't get spit or sneezed on. Crips, I haven't even tried my scan. Yeah, scan. By the way, scan is scanning a memory channel. Search is VFO. You're searching in known increments, upwards or downwards. And you know, it works very well. And Fred was just telling you guys, you know, we're doing a lot of beta testing. We have spent many hours on the Anytones, and I would not give my time to something that is not very good. Me and Fred, we've had hundreds and hundreds of hours on the phone, on radio, testing out 878, 868, 578, group call, private call, everything. Loads and loads of things. And it's been very enjoyable. Anyway, we're going to wind this stream down. Thank you guys for listening. This has been me, Chris 2E0UKH, waffling on, and thank you for watching the video. 7-3, Fred. So put your 7-3s in the comments, guys, if there's any questions. If there is any questions, put any questions in the comments. Thank you for the super chats. 2 or 3 super chats tonight. Very, very much appreciated. This is just me. It's a hobby. I do it for fun. I do it when I can. Got new hardware on the way. I've got an ICOM 705 on the way. Mr. Andy Cowley is saying 7-3. Temporarily offline. 7-3 Chris. Crip Skills. Broke my screen. Got a new one. Good man. In 4 days. Yeah, that's good. Mr. Fred Romeo. Time for vodka. Well, I can't really argue with that, you know. I've done my best to do a good demo of the dude star. You know, I'm not a star. I'm not a star. I'm not a superstar, but I'm just all-star. I do all-star and D-star. So anyway, many thanks, guys. What screen? What screen? What does that mean, Fred? What screen? Ah, Ray's reading the comments. I broke my screen. Right, put it in the... Look, we might be able to help you out here, Crip Skills. Broke my screen and I got a new one. Front glass for $55 in 4 days. And Fred Romeo, he's trying to help out. He's saying what screen? So both young, Callie, the best. Hi Paul from KG4, Tim, Mr. Fred Romeo. Thanks Chris, great time. Must have been phone. I don't know, but I think he got it sorted. Anyway, put your 7-3s in the comments, the whole front. Keyboard, speaker. DCS guy. That's okay. That's okay, DCS guy. I meant Chris, sorry. Mr. Fred Romeo, I need a nice case. Anyway, he's on about the 878. Crip is on about the 878, your Anytone. But have you got it working? Did you get your Anytone repaired? Look, we're going to wind the stream down. Did you get it working? Did you got it repaired? Mr. Chuck, he's saying 7-3. Thank you, my friend. Correct skills. We're trying to help you out here. Did you get it repaired? Yes. 878. Anyway, this stream has been long enough. Thank you for joining me on the live stream. We've done everything we can. DMR, D-Start, Fusion, P25, NXDN, All-Star, Echolink, Digital Analog Ham. 7.3. Put your 7.3s in the comments. 2E0 UKH back to standby. Cheers.